Hello, guys.
I can't believe it's finally here.
I know, we were going to get together last week, but then it didn't work out. So, let's...
Peanut says hello, and he's not decided where he wants to be yet, so we will deal with that as it comes.
Yeah, I was trying to get into our live. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it goes. Okay.
We're still flying solo, so we're doing questions and readings. So.
I think I'm going to move the blind up there because I'm getting the straps on the chest.
Okay. So just bear with us while we get both things rolling so that we can see your questions because we don't want to miss them.
That's right. So I missed doing this. I was kind of looking forward to doing it last week, and then we couldn't, and I was like, oh, bummer. So I guess this week was the week to do it.
This was the right week.
And we got a couple of questions for whoever's joining. Hello, Meg. Hi, Sally.
I really do feel like, I don't know if it's toward holiday or toward end of year or what, but I feel like not speeding up, but ramping up. Like the energy's like, we're headed towards something. Like
Well, I feel like this all the time.
I do too.
And I'm like, I just need to calm down. Is your thing on?
Easier said than done.
I don't think it's up. Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry,
Okay.
Sorry.
Get it closer to your face.
To my face.
Okay. Sally has a question about her daughter and her school situation. All right, Sally, we will get to you. We have 4 people ahead of you. So if anybody's on Facebook or Instagram and wants to ask a question, please put it in the comments and we will add it to the list.
We will do our best to catch it for you.
Yes.
All right. So.
Ask Peanut.
Let's the first question, we had a question actually 2 weeks ago. And I told her we would do it last week, and then we ended up not doing it. So I put her first today.
Okay.
And it was, I'm from Mary.
Oh.
From Mary. And she was asking about why is she having so much difficulty releasing anxiety?
Girl, that's a problem. I got too. So
I hope you really answer that because I think we all could use direction on that one.
I'll touch these first, so I feel like this needs to be an answer, or there's going to be an answer in here. I don't know, sometimes we can wear those emotions or those thoughts as like a cloak of protection, because if we weren't anxious over something or having anxiety over things, then what would we be doing? It was kind of like your newsletter this week. If I wasn't, if I'm not healing or working on my inner child or doing this stuff and everything is okay and perfect right now, then what would I do? And you said,
that's the point. That's
Yeah.
The whole point is to experience the things. But we're not supposed to, we're not supposed to stay in that place of pain and
Right.
We're supposed to experience it, learn from it, and move on from it. So
Peanut, you want to come up here?
I mean, that's what we're here for. Is we're a soul in human form here to have experiences. So
Hey, Dawn. Dawn joined us.
hello.
You got it turned on right. If it's pushed up, it's on.
Okay. I don't know why it's not registering. So
Hopefully you can hear her.
yeah. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll talk loud.
So I pulled 2 cards. One is Follow the Moon, and the other was Seek the Lesson. So I think that's really interesting because, like, follow the moon, to me, like, the moon is the mystery of the night and the things that you can't see in the dark. And then what the lesson is in it. So let me pull up Follow the Moon. He's right under there.
Oh, well, come here.
He's like, I want to be up there with you. Okay. And it's about the emotions, too. So it talks about taking time to explore and understand her influence both upon your body and your emotions. And it talks about working with the moon. So that's really kind of interesting when you think about anxiety because, the moon, it talks about how the earth is covered by water. And so we are susceptible to her changes, her lunar, you know what I'm talking
Cycles,
about.
the
Thank
phases.
you. So it might be interesting. Maybe they're calling you to like work with the moon and be cognizant of, your emotions during certain times of the moon cycle. Because
and wolves howl. You may have said this because I
didn't.
playing with them. Wolves howl at the moon.
They do.
Like the moon affects them in an unusual way.
Girl, this is real interesting because this talks about what we were just talking about with the newsletter that you had out. Seek the lesson. Wisdom is born from seeking the lesson in all experiences, both good and bad. It is born from the awareness that everything is connected and that all happens for a reason, even when the reason remains a mystery. That also goes back to the moon, like the mystery of the night. Embrace a new idea, new awareness, or the new knowledge that comes from listening to your internal voice and to the human and non-human teachers and messengers that will come in and out of your life. Let them inspire you to explore unknown paths.
I like that.
So I think, instead of thinking so much about releasing the anxiety, I think you almost might have to embrace the anxiety to release it. Acknowledge it, accept it, and then maybe move past it.
Well, almost use it as fuel. Like let it be what drives you. Like the more it ramps up, the more, for lack of a better word, excited you get about
Change the words around it, maybe.
What you're anxious about. The card that I pulled, Goddess of the Unknown, and that's what always makes.
It's kind of like that moon card as well.
Yeah, that's what always makes us anxious. Is the what we don't know. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. So that's exactly what we were saying. Is like lean into that anxiety and use it to your benefit. And I also pulled the Angel of Manifestation, but in reverse. And I don't think these cards have a reverse meaning. Let me look. But I felt like I got one. They don't. But to me, when I got this in reverse, it felt like you're allowing the anxiety to hold your manifestations back. Like the things that you are anxious about and want to do are the things that are going to bring you abundance, and not necessarily financial abundance, but like more joy, more purpose in life, more just more of the things that you feel positive about. The message here was your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. So you got it in reverse. So it's like if you do the things, that's when the manifestation is going to come through. I also asked the Soul's Journey deck, like what's the lesson around this, or what is the thing that Mary needs to look at to move past this period in her life. And I got discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So again, it's like deciding that the anxiety is going to be the fuel to
move you forward
and give you the ability and the courage to do the thing that's scary right now. I think that's why you're not releasing it, is because you need to use it. It needs to be the energy that you use to get the thing done.
He's coming over to your lap.
Okay, come here.
I also pulled this card as like kind of a clarifier, and it's the cloudy card, and it says step out of your own way and have patience. So maybe that's part of it, instead of trying to like push it away, you know, what I was talking about acceptance. But look at those two cards and see how similar they are to each other, like color wise and the way they look. So I think there's that message about the moon might be important to help you move through some of the anxiety. And anxiety is hard because it's so unpredictable, and it makes no sense sometimes of how it affects you. And yeah, and it tells you lies. Anxiety tells you lies.
Big time. So we got another question that came in.
Okay.
Oh no, Peanut, you're not the center of attention, and it's just killing you. Okay, the next question that we had was from Lucia. I think I'm saying that right. Will I have a healing business? And is it possible for me to heal others while I'm still healing?
Oh.
And I'm gonna answer that one just off the cuff, because that's, again, it's so funny. That's what my newsletter was about this week for the podcast. is kind of like, we're never going to be healed.
Right.
Because that's what we're here for. We're here to have experiences. And if there's nothing left to put our energy toward raising the vibration of, we're not going to have experiences. So there's going to be no reason for our soul to be here. So that even if you heal at this level, then you're going to go to this level, and there's going to be things that come up that you're going to have to heal at this level. And I think that's why the wounded healer is such a big topic, is because every healer is wounded,
Right.
or they wouldn't be in human form, because that's what they're here to work on. And in being a healer, what you're doing is you're taking your experiences and the things that you have healed and the light that you have allowed in, and you're using that to bring others up in their vibration. So actually, in you doing your healing, you actually are healing others in the same moment. So if you weren't still healing, then how would you heal others? How would you know the experience that they're going through, and how would you be able to commiserate's not the right word, but
Relate. Maybe.
relate to them? Yeah. How would you be able to relate to what they're going through, to pull in the right energy to help heal them? So that's just, I'll stop ranting now, but
You can absolutely
Yeah.
help heal others as you're doing your healing work, and sometimes it's even more powerful. Yeah. So I'm pulling some cards here for you, and the first one was Lava Stone and Red Hot Poker. My body is a safe space. So I don't know if that's some of the work that you're doing for yourself, but the card says transmuting, breaking down barriers, and realizations. So, and if you see this card, it's got like the lava flow going through it, and and then the red hot poker growing out of the fire. So you are raising up out of the fire, girl, like the phoenix. And then this card is the one that flew out. It says let go. So let go of your preconceptions of how you think it's supposed to look. And then this card just try to fly out too, the forgiveness card. And, you know, if it's something that calls to your heart and your soul, then absolutely, you know, help other people heal. I want to pull a card directly around having a business. I think I just got a little floating cat hair. Tickled my nose.
So this is really interesting. So the first card that I got is life is precious. Follow your bliss. Risk and reward. Cosmic upgrades. I feel like that was validation for what we were talking about earlier. Life is precious. You're here to have those experiences, and you're here to share them with others so that they can also heal and then share their experiences with others, and so on and so on. And I'll show you after we get through this reading. I have a new deck. I love them. It's the Rumi Oracle.
Oh, yeah, I love those cards.
And I pulled the Sacred Phoenix Heart. So, you know, the Phoenix has 3 stages. We're actually in aligned. We're doing the Phoenix this month.
Oh, nice.
You know, there's the fire, the death, and the rebirth. So, and it cycles. You know, you're in your life, you're always either in the fire of something or in the death of something, and each thing in your life is maybe at a different part of the cycle, right? So it's just telling you that it's always going to be, there's always going to be something in you that's in the fire. There's always going to be something in you that's coming to an end. There's always going to be something in you that's getting reborn. That's your power. So that is actually what you're using to help heal other people.
I love that.
Yeah, it was saying, there may be great darkness or confusion, and yet the unveiling of the new dawn is closest to the deepest darkness of night. Do not turn back or away from your progress. Your very next steps shall be upon hallowed ground, rendered golden by the rays of the sun.
Nice.
So,
So specifically around your business, I just got yes, that's it. I love these cards because they'll give like one answer. And then I wanted to pull the card meaning on this. Pink, how do you say that? Chalcedony,
Chalcedony,
pink chalcedony. And it says, it's an emotional translator of hurts held in your heart, encouraging you to go deeper, which is what you were just talking about, like the different cycles and like you peel off one level and then there's another level. Mm-hmm. You only see the depths of its magnificence when it is cut and polished. It is a hidden beauty. Just when you thought you had done enough. Oh, ain't healing fun. She asks you to go deeper still, to bring out the beauty you are hiding. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Over and over until your mind disconnects and your heart answers. Keep pushing yourself forward, onward, and to the truth. I think this is like what we were talking about the cycles of like, you know, the healing work that you're doing for yourself. So yes for the business, and just keep on doing your own work. Well, and you can absolutely heal others and heal yourself at the same time.
Well, and to me, you doing your healing work is like the engine that's driving your ability to be able to do energy work and healing work for others.
Mm-hmm.
So, just
love that.
Just my opinion. So
love it, love it, love it.
So next we have Karen, and she would like a reading about her love life and a two-parter and a new business opportunity. That she's taken. Is it the right place for her? Is it the right location for her?
Okay. I'm going to do 2 sets. What you doing, little one? So needy. Okay. So around love life, I'm going to pull one of these cards for you from my friend Whitney McDill's Messenger Spirit cards.
Aww.
Yeah, I brought Whitney's cards today. Oh, they don't want to come out, girl. They're like, mm-mm.
Well, I had a very, very difficult time choosing the deck.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't think you have a problem with this. Mm-hmm. I pulled the giraffe card. It's time to stand out. And it says to lighten up, manifest through joy. So if you're wanting to manifest a relationship, manifest through joy and not from like I want. And then I feel like I want to pull a tarot card on that. I haven't had these cards out in a long time.
I chose one from the Rumi deck because in that deck, the woman that wrote it talks about how Rumi loves us unconditionally, and that we can ask that love the question and get the answer. And so since that was, these cards were created out of the love she felt from Rumi, I thought maybe they'd be a good deck for this. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be a very painful and bring you much grief, but all that is dying is your attachment and opinion to how it must be. And this is from nothing to everything. So it feels like if there's any part of the relationship that you're trying to control, if you're in one, or if you're looking for one, if you think that it is going to happen a certain way, you're going to need to let go of that control.
Well, hell, that's hard.
I know. But just be open to letting whatever the thing is happen any way it's going to happen. Just you can still want the thing, but just don't give as much power to the how it's going to happen.
So Emily wants to ask a question too about just a general reading. So for your love life, Karen, I pulled the 5 of Cups, and this says, says, as I feel my feelings and not fear them, I give myself an opportunity to release stuck pain. If I allow the feelings to move through me, they may feel like they are hurting me, but they are actually helping to heal me. I can choose to refocus on kindness, compassion, and gentle self-care and serve my soul the nutrition it needs at this time. Really? Peanut says this is very important. Make sure you're listening. When I turn my trust over to the universe and a higher power, I can help ease the burden of loss, trusting that there is a bigger plan in place. So I think this has to do with are you really honoring yourself? Are you really working through any old feelings that need to be dealt with before you can really allow love to come in, because let me tell you, when you get in a relationship with somebody, it will trigger everything that you have not dealt with. Every, pain, every insecurity, everything that has been a problem in the past is going to raise its ugly head and be like, did you learn the lesson on that? Have you released that hurt and that pain? So I'm going to pull just one more card around that, because I think this is talking about like really working through some of your own stuff before you can move forward. So we got the Ten of Pentacles. So to me, that's like somebody who would represent, that financial security. Maybe not the King of Pentacles. Just excuse Chandra. She got to be in and out, taking care of the dog. Taking his little, he's getting his necklace. This is about generosity, completion. I am abundantly wealthy and stable. So maybe that's part of it too, is like getting yourself into a place where you feel like you have a really good, strong, sturdy foundation before you move on to wanting to have somebody else in your life that's just going to add to it, instead of, maybe feel like because I don't think somebody comes along to complete you. They might add to your life, but they don't complete you. That's bullshit. So that's what I got to say about that, Karen. So, business opportunity. What's the energy around the business opportunity? I'm going to use these angel answer cards for that, because they're usually very direct. Energy around the business opportunity. So with the location, I kind of feel like, I don't know about the location, but I'm going to pull some cards and just see what it wants to say. So about the business opportunity, listen to your intuition, Karen. What is your intuition telling you about this? Is there any feelings of distrust, or this card, be assertive, is also coming up. So to me, that's like you really need to make your desires and what you want to have out of this known. Like, don't take a back seat, because don't be submissive is what I want to say. If you want something, you got to be able to speak up for yourself. Meditation brings awareness, so spend some time in meditation, pulling cards for yourself around the business opportunity, because I feel like it's kind of, I don't know about it, to be honest with you. Choose a new direction. So those cards are all kind of pointing me in the direction of like, you need to be able to speak up for yourself, ask for what it is that you want in a business, or if you're going into some sort of partnership, and choose a new direction if you need to. Like, don't just sit back and let other people decide for you. You decide what it is that you want. Okay.
I hope you've been giving her a great reading, because I apologize.
I've been dealing with the dog.
And I want to make sure that everybody knows the necklace does not hurt him. It just buzzes and vibrates when he barks.
It does not shock him,
y'all. It does
y'all.
not shock him. I don't want anybody to think I'm abusing my puppy. But it's just enough to get his attention and break his attention on what he's barking at. So everything's pet friendly.
So around the location in the business, I got take action. So that's kind of that be assertive card too. And if you get to the point where you are like speaking for your needs and speaking up for your needs and asking for what you want, and you're not getting the response that you want, then move away from that. But they're wanting you to take some sort of action and be assertive and like say what it is that you want. And I pulled the recovery card. So to me, that's like the opposite of the taking action. That's like, maybe you take all the action, you say all the things that you need to say, you see how their response is, and then maybe you pull back a little bit and you wait to see how it develops with the information that you are giving to this person. So I don't think that it's a complete yes or a complete no. I think it's a matter of discernment for you.
Yeah, so the card I got is the dissolving light, and it's talking about everything that we believe is true.
That's really pretty too, which also reminds me a lot of like solar plexus stuff, which the assertive card and taking action. It's like your power center.
And it's saying give up all these things that we think are true, like the smallness, the conditions, the fears, the doubts, the lack of reverence for ourselves, the belief that somehow things are not okay and are not going to work out. This is all paltry attempt at truth. You are coming into a truth now that is far more worthy of you, a truth with a capital T. So, if I'm feeling like it's the right place for you right now, that it's there's going to be something that happens that brings you to your next level. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Pull the Three of Cups in reverse, which is about emotional separation. So to me that says like don't get too emotionally caught up in this working the way that you think it's supposed to work. All right. Next.
So the next one is Terri.
Excuse me.
And she is saying that she's just got a promotion and she's nervous about it.
Yay,
And,
Terri, congratulations.
And it's taking that the right choice. Like, to make the right choice.
I get very excited with it. So it feels really positive to me. Oh. So I pulled the romance card, which also can be about partnerships. So it feels really good to me. An opportunity card was on the bottom. And then just listen to your intuition, which, you know, we're supposed to be doing all the time. But I feel like there's some sort of partnership that you're going to be involved in this situation that's going to be really beneficial for your growth.
And I chose the card Have Courage, Strength, Fearlessness, Warrior. And it's talking about persevere and do not give in to fear. You have the full support of the universe. You are not alone. Believe in yourself and your strength.
Yeah.
So even though you're nervous and there's that that sense of fear that we all get for whatever, insert limiting belief here, you have the strength to overcome that and make that the right place for you right now. You have the power to make that whatever you want it to be, however you want it to feel. Is what I'm getting.
I pulled the loving man. So that's interesting. I got the romance card and then the loving man. Remember what the consciousness of love creates. Think about the way you want to be treated. So set a strong intention to do and say loving things to yourself. So I think this is about, it might be about romance. I don't know.
That's where you're going to find the hot man.
But I think it's also about like just kind of loving in that partnership thing. So I feel really good about it. Bye, Emily. She said she had to hop off, so we probably don't have to ask a question for her unless we have time at the end and she gets to come back on.
Okay.
She got to work.
Work it, girl. The next one is mine.
All right.
Okay, I have a question. So, working on releasing a block right now, and I think that it's a soul contract. I think that the thing I'm trying to let go of is due to an agreement that I made, because it's taught me a shit ton. So, that's the question. Is it related to a contract, and is it something that I can release? Like, can I break that contract? Are the lessons done? Can I release that contract now? Does that make sense?
I feel like I'm going to need to pull a couple of cards around this. Oh, interesting. It's funny because I'm getting yes and no. Maybe there's aspects of it that you can release. Pull the giraffe for you again. It's time to stand out. Okay, those don't have anything to do with it, but la 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 la. That's what we do when we get the cards that we're like, well, hell. Okay, so I pulled the unicorn, which is about purity. No matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You're a child of the Creator. Let go of the past. See the world with new eyes, and almost miraculously, wonders will abound. And then the acceptance card, which says, apparently that's not working. Embrace your inner majesty. Accept your life in all of its configurations.
Just move on to the next one.
Okay.
And let me go deal with him, and we'll come back to this if we have time.
Forgive yourself and others. Okay, I'm going to put those right there. I'll come back to them.
Sally. Sally was asking
About her daughter?
About her daughter in the school situation.
Okay. She's going to get a dog here in a minute. Sally, your daughter's going to get a dog. His name is Peanut, and he likes to bark and be the center of attention. Okay. Daughter in school situation. So whenever I ask that question, I feel like almost like a heavy feeling. I don't think those are that's too many. It's almost like it's a heavy feeling. Let's see, they stopped shuffling, so I'm going to pull this one out. I got the Justice in reverse. I just want to see what it says. Number 11. So it talks about unfairly judging a situation with narrow view and not allowing space for other possibilities. So I don't know if that's what's happening to her or that's what's happening in this situation. But it does feel conflicting and constricting are the two words that are coming to mind. He was doing so good. What happened? Not petting him enough.
I guess. He's not the center of it, and it's killing him.
That's funny.
That's my fault. He's spoiled.
I wasn't agreeing with that. I was just looking at the cards. I pulled the True Love card, and this talks about like self-love and being able to look at yourself in the mirror and love what you see. And then I also pulled the Teacher card, which this can be a literal person that's causing this conflict and whatever's happening. Or it could be this is a teaching situation, like there's something to learn from what's happening.
I got go the distance, and as you were saying that about learning, this is a time of develop. It was in reverse, so it's talking about even though it looks barren and like there's no life, that life flourishes. It's just adapted to that environment. So it's saying this is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. So whatever the situation that's going on, it's for a reason. It's teaching her something.
Ew.
I know.
She said her daughter would love Peanut.
Oh,
Well, Chandra might be thinking about giving him up. I'm just kidding.
Leave me an email address because she may get a wish.
Okay. So then I pulled the Protector Guide. It's time to set boundaries with someone. So she can call in a Protector Guide. And the setting the boundaries and all that, yes, she needs to set, or you need to set boundaries for her with someone. I want to fill into this just a little bit more. I almost feel like I want to bring her out of the situation, but I almost feel like she needs to, I don't know, needs to stay in it because I think it can be circumvented.
Yeah.
But it's going to be complicated.
When you pulled that card, the first thing I thought of is it's to teach her how to set boundaries for the future, and whatever's going on with whoever it's going on with, she needs to. Even if you end up removing her from the situation right after, she still needs to speak a boundary. She's still, like, let me give you an example. And this is a stupid example, but there's a kid taking her lunch money, okay? She's got to say, it is not acceptable for you to bully me and to take this money. And if you continue, there are going to be consequences. She needs to say something like that. This is not acceptable to me. Here's what I expect you to do. And if you don't, here's what's going to happen. It's going to teach her how to do that in the future. And who don't need to learn? I mean, I'm 50 years old and I'm still learning how to do that. So I think it's like a practice. It's a practice session.
Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because I pulled a couple more cards out of there. And I got the teacher guide. So again, teacher twice. I pulled the protection guide again out of the deck. And I also pulled the channeler. So your body is intuitive, listen to it. And I think this is about her, like listening to her. Her body might be giving her the messages, the signals that she needs, because Chandra is a body intuitive kind of person too. So how the situation makes her feel, or what, can you explain that maybe a little bit more, that she might be able to give her the advice on that?
Yeah, it's like, well, when I got the card that said survival skills, developing survival skills, it made me feel like I needed to say something. So that's why I said she's gonna have to speak up for herself before anything else can happen. Like that's what this is supposed to teach her, is how to speak her truth. And then if they choose not to respect her boundary, then something's going to happen. And it may not be something bad to that person. It may be that you're allowed to remove her from the situation. Mm-hmm. But in this moment, I just felt like I needed to say something. So I felt like what she needed to do. So that was what I got in my body. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm also getting a visual of like, when something comes in it, like superheroes, and it just like bounces off. I almost feel like she needs to like, whoa. And I don't know what that means. I just got the vision of like, I don't know if that's her like taking her space and her power and her like, don't around with me.
You got the protector guide.
Mm-hmm.
So
that could be.
So to me, it's like, this is the time that she learns her energetic boundaries. Like, I don't have to let this shit affect me. Mm-hmm. I can push my energy out, and I can make the decision that you're not going to get under my skin. Like that kind of thing. Like
that kind
of
feeling.
Call in her protection, put out her energy, and let it protect her, so that she can speak her truth.
Okay.
All right. Then we have Michelle, and she just wanted a general reading, like what is in store for her this month.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to pull these Quantum Oracle deck out.
Since Michelle is such a goddess, I'm going to use my guiding angel deck.
I hope that helps, Sally.
And I mean, I know that's like not what you want to hear as a parent, because you want to be the protector guide. You want to make it okay for them. Oh.
Oh. Oh, interesting. So, she said, yes, thanks. Okay, so Michelle, I pulled the planning and action card. So it's time to start taking some action. And I also pulled the creative endeavor card. So, yeah. Chop, chop, get to it.
And I pulled the goddess of beauty. How I proposed that.
Yeah, creativity.
You are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. So whatever is going on right now that you feel is like wishing it would go a different way, it's not anything because of you. It's just like how the energy is right now. And if you look, there's like tons and tons of butterflies on the card. So that makes you feel like you're in a time of transition. But it's gonna once you're through that period, it's gonna expand into something beautiful. I also pulled waves of inspiration, dedication, stamina, new energy. So, if you choose what you want out of this month and you dedicate yourself to taking aligned action energy toward it, then that's what will happen.
Planning.
And I also chose infinite paths, and both of these cards add up to 3. Infinite paths, opinions, time travel, quantum, free to choose. So,
You get to choose what you want to do, girl.
yeah, and again, that's what I'm feeling like. It's like you get clear on what you want, put that out to the universe, and then stay dedicated, walk the path, keep the stamina, and that's what this month will bring you.
And then I pulled the energy card.
Of course you
So about action as well. Incredible vitality, life force energy, and passion are expanding in your life. It's if you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire. Speak your truth. Let the light of the Creator surge through you. So call on Spirit if you need some extra energy, and just like visualize that coming into you, into your hands, and like coursing through your body, and do the action, the planning, the creativity. Do it.
She says in all caps, "I'm working on it, ma'am."
Don't be telling me stuff like that.
Yeah.
I already know that. All right, what we got next?
The spirit's just saying, keep going. You're doing the right thing. Dora asks for a general reading.
All right, and then whenever we finish, maybe we can go back and just pull a couple cards for Emily,
Okay.
if nobody else pops on. General reading for Dora. So with you, I'm getting like, okay, what do you need to be doing next? It's almost like they're wanting you to take some sort of action steps. Excuse me.
Okay. That's the third time that's happened. So every time I shuffle this deck, I'll be drawn to one, but then it'll be, no. And then I'll shuffle again, and I'll be drawn to one. So it's like, okay, infinite possibilities. It's like, well, that could be true, but then again, there might be something else. Oh, that might be true, but then again, it could be this other thing. So I feel like it's
Maybe there's a lot of...
You got a lot of forks in the road right now.
Yeah, and that's funny because, like, the cards flew out and there were 3 cards, so multiple decisions.
So I got Dance of the Divine Feminine. So let's see. This oracle brings you this message. There is something you are holding on to, a person, place, thing, belief, vision, and you need to let it go because it wants to grow. You may grow and change into something utterly different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whichever outcome, growth is happening, and you'll find you enjoy the way much more with greater flow and support and less bashing your head against the proverbial brick wall, if you can let that happen. So, I heard path of least resistance, but I don't think it's meant that way. I think it's like whichever decision that you make, just let it be whatever it's going to be. Don't think you know where that's going to lead. Let it take you where it wants to go.
So, when we started reading for you, I said, taking action, like they want you to like get moving with something. So the bee spirit, prosperity, says the sweet abundance of the universe is flowing into your life. However, you need to take action and perhaps join with others to align with the frequency of your dreams. Believe that you deserve and your goal will unfold. Then I pulled the trust card. So trust that, it will unfold the way that it's supposed to when you take the action steps. And then the truth card. These were the 3 cards that flew out. So let me get over to that. Find your truth. Speak your truth. Live your truth. Be fearless in your journey. Follow your inner guidance. Let go of what is not authentic and sincere in your life. Be a shining example for others. All on the same, like, this just flows for me.
Pick a path, be authentic with it, and don't worry about where it's going.
Yep. And then I pulled the Earth card. You are building a firm foundation. Pay attention to the details. So as you go into these action steps, know that you are building this firm foundation, and just pay attention to, how you're creating it. And then I pulled the grace card. You can relax and let go. Your path is guided. The trust card. Spiritual nobility is growing within you. The spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Kindly honor the truth of others, even if you don't agree or if you know better. The Creator knows the truth. Mm-hmm. So stand in your own truth. Stand in your own power. Take the action steps. Create that firm foundation.
And you can't make this up. Second time today. Goddess of the unknown.
Yep.
Yep.
That's just not fun.
Embrace the unknown. Remove fear. Let it evolve. So
yay.
but I did ask the deck, the gods, goddesses, and angels deck, who could she call on to help her do the things she needed to do to make the right choices, so call on the goddess of the unknown to help you embrace what you don't know and let go. Just trust that the path that you've chosen is going to lead you to
where you
the
need to be.
next highest and best thing, and just call on that goddess to help you release the how and the where.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's just pull a couple
for
Emily, and I'll take a picture of it and send it to her. All right, Emily, let's see, what do I want to pull for you? I'm not sure which cards I want to use. I think this was my first go-to, the Earth Alchemy Oracle. Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Okay, apparently that's the one that wants to come out. Ooh. The Golden Libyan Tektite. This is about the Egyptian lifetimes. I bet you $1 million. Let me see if I can find it in here.
I love this. So, what I got is embrace your inner gypsy. Freedom, fun, and music. And I pulled that out of the Ancestors deck. So, this is a time to not, and I'm getting, not take some of the things that you take so seriously. Just
play.
Now's the time to play and have fun and rejuvenate yourself. And then from the Rumi deck, I also got the impossible made possible. And it's a number 9, so that's like closing of a cycle. So it kind of feels like you know how when you're striving for that thing, like you're trying to make this whatever it is happen, and you did this and you feel like you're doing all the right things, and it's right there, but it just won't like go over the edge and happen. Right? And then something happens, like maybe you get a cold or the flu or something, and something makes you sit down on your butt and rest for a while, and then all of a sudden it happens while you're not doing anything. Right. Is when the thing happens, and we all manifest from joy. So I feel like whatever you're trying to make happen, that you think, I'm doing all the right things, why isn't this happening? That if you take, and the end of the year, like in the holidays, we all think everything's slowing down. I'll get time to rest and relax. I'll get time to rejuvenate before the new year. Take that time and feel your freedom and do something fun, because the energy of that is what's going to make that thing happen.
And then, let me see that card, that Rumi card. I want you to look at this card and how it's like outer space. Because the card that I pulled for you is about expansion, galactic activations, initiation in ancient Egypt. And it talks about connecting with your galactic heritage. And it's time to wake up to your star origins, missions, and cosmic guardians to reinstate your harmonic DNA structure. This stone helps you do just this by holding a balance and space within your heart while you bring down stellar information in order to anchor higher frequencies with ease. It talks about how it's transmitting universal light to you, but it's from off of this planet. This was a meteorite. This is called the Stone of the Gods, and it's just about touching in with your your peeps from other places.
Yeah. As you were saying that, what came to my mind was I saw like a post where they were talking about call on the superpowers that your ancestors gave you because they didn't just give you trauma.
Right.
You inherited other things, and that's what that made me feel like. Is like, and also we haven't just had human ancestors. So, when you call on all your ancestors and call on all the superpowers, that's kind of what that made me feel like. Is like,
call on your superpower.
yeah, call on them to help you.
I like
have
that.
fun. Yeah, love it.
All right.
Okay,
Is that it?
That's it for the Facebook.
Okay. Got nothing else on the Instas.
All right, guys.
Thanks for joining us today.
This was so much fun, and of course, I'm wearing my Fairlux Mala. I got to give them a shout out because I love it, and it matches my Christmas pants. I got on red pants today. So again, beautiful Christmas gift. Fairlux, FAIRLUX.ca. They're in Canada. So if there's someone that you think would love one of these for Christmas, please hit them up with our code. You get 20% off.
I can't remember now.
I can't remember, but you get a deal. And it's OHM-G is the code if you want to use that.
The coupon code.
And I want to say a thank you because I was a little, one of my fears is abandonment. So it's like people are going to forget about me. And, so I was kind of worried that going to month, that we were going to lose people and but we had probably more questions come ahead of time today than we used to when we were doing every week.
Yeah.
So the people that are sticking with us and staying and giving us a reason to do this, I want to thank you guys for that because that really made me feel good that people were excited that we were going to do this and we had questions and that just felt good. So thank you for that.
And we had so much fun doing it. So
absolutely.
So check out the podcast and leave a review because it helps us to reach more people.
Absolutely. And I guess we will see you next time. Next time we see you will be the new year.
Yes, 2024.
All right, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Have a good weekend
Bye.
and a good rest of the month and Christmas.
And Christmas. Bye.